Yo, what's good, ghouls and ghoulettes? It is your boy, DEADMANVINCE, back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the new hidden potential system and like the new event that has released with it and what that means for the game. Just a breakdown generally. I don't actually play the JP version that much anymore because I accidentally re-rolled my account that had Domain Expansion Gojo on it. And instead, I ended up with an account that has Sukuna with a dupe from the first multi in it, but even still, losing out on Domain Expansion Gojo kind of just ruined the entire experience, so it's whatever. And actually, I didn't even notice, it tells you which characters actually get a stat buff. So, what is the new game mode? The new game mode is called Curse Sweeping Battle. Now, when we first got introduced to this game mode, we did not know exactly what it was, and I had the assumption that it was a mono game mode, but we're not 100% certain, right? But now that the game mode is actually out, we know that whatever the color is on this game mode, that color is the type advantage color in that game mode, or that color is the color of the boss, and the opposing color is a type advantage. So for instance, if the boss is like blue, yellow would be strong, I believe. And then if it's yellow, blue would be strong. And if it's red, green would be strong. And then if it's green, or maybe I'm mixing it up, but still. Basically, these typing indicators are giving you some form of information, right? When you actually go into the mission itself, what the information says is, if you do not have characters of a specific color, that character takes 60% more damage. So you do not have to use a mono team on this game mode, but it's maybe recommended if you can pull it off, right? If you have the means to do a mono team, you probably want to just do that the best, so that your units are not taking extra damage. Because if you know that your units are going to be taking extra damage, you're probably going to have to work a healer into your team or work in a healing page, when you could just be having a full mono team and just be working in extra pages for extra damage to kill the bosses a lot faster, because this is a highly offensive event. And what do I mean by that? Let's actually go and break down what I mean by that. But actually, before we break down what I mean by that, let's look at the characters. And let's look at what comes from this, right? So what comes from this is you get these items, and these items allow you to work on the hidden potential system, which they have added for some characters. Now, not every hidden potential system looks exactly the same. This is the one for Green Yuji, but this is not exactly how everybody else's look, right? I've seen a different one, I think, for Fushiguro, where is Fushiguro one of the characters? He is one of the characters. So I believe Fushiro's is more like, he has something kind of like in this area, and then some, it's like his is cut into like thirds, and then he has like a skill boost right here, and then he has like an auto skill like over here. So like not all the trees look exactly the same, because not all the character stats are the same. So after you beat that game mode, however much damage you do, you get this little reward, and then you get this little item that you can use to buff your character's potential system, right? And it's not every single character in the game. When it first drops, the only characters who are going to be able to boost the potential system of is going to be these 8 right here. So Yuji, Fushiguro, Nobara, Maki, Nanami, Mekamaru, Todo, Panda. Very odd they chose the red panda and not the green panda, even though the green panda has been in the game longer. Not to say that I'm a big panda fan. Crazy they didn't choose the red Todo. Crazy they didn't choose, like, it's like they just kind of chose a random little scattered pack of characters. Personally, who I'll probably be giving the materials to first might be Nobara, might be Yuji. I don't know, between Nobara and Yuji, because those are like, out of all these characters, those are the only 2 that I'm legitimately like putting the effort into working on. And I don't even have Megamaru or Todo or Panda, but I have all these characters 5-star except for Maki. But let's actually now go to a video and kind of break down a little bit more what this game mode looks like. So guys, this is a DRC3 video. He seems like a pretty chill dude. I don't know him personally, but if I'm not watching a slug video, typically watching this guy. But let's kind of go back and look over the game mode here. Shout out to him. I'm not trying to like play his video or anything like that. You guys definitely go watch his video. I'm just kind of using it for the pictures more so, right? But you can see here that there are different modes for different creatures, right? And you can see that, like, okay, this one right here drops green, this one drops red, this one drops blue, this one drops yellow. So not just one of these creatures. It's not like doing one of these creatures gives you all the materials you need for a yellow character. It's more like this gives you the materials you need for the yellow part of the skill tree. Because I think that yellow is cursed energy or cursed technique, red is physical technique, blue is your actual cursed energy, not cursed energy. No, that one's cursed technique. And then green is your HP. But yeah, literally you just have to farm all of these. And also another thing to realize is right here you can see it says 4 out of 8. So I personally do not know how often this resets. I don't know if it's like a weekly reset or if it's like a daily reset. If it's a daily reset, that's crazy. If it's a weekly reset, still okay. But basically this right here, once you go completely through the mission and you finish your run, you can choose to claim the rewards from that run, or you can try to keep running it, I'm pretty sure, and try to get a higher score or get to a higher level and then claim the rewards from the higher level run. But you are only allowed to claim 8 times in the period before reset. And that means that doesn't mean you can claim 8 times from each one of these. It's more like you can claim 2 times from each one all together in one period, right? So maybe, and we'll have to see how the farming like plays out, right? Should you be trying to beat all 10 levels, because there's 10 levels? Should you be trying to beat all 10 levels and, you know, do it 2 times on every stage and just try to keep your stack balanced? Or do you want to just really like focus on one thing in 1 week and just get that boosted out for all the characters? And then we don't know if there's like cumulative bonuses and things like that. So it's still a very fresh game mode. As you go into the game mode, where is it? So right here is where it says, you can see units who are not this color will be taking. So let's see. You can see here, you have all these little notches right here. And this is going to pretty much keep a track record of what I imagine is this right here is the claim button. This is the start button, obviously, and then this right here is like a tracker to show you how many points you've acquired, or maybe you can click on this to see how many rewards you'll get if you accept these rewards, right? But you're gonna hop into this event and you're gonna try to work your way through all these levels. And the way you work your way through these levels is you just keep killing the boss over and over and over again. It's not really a boss rush, it's more like a damage rush, I guess you could say. It's just to see how much consistent damage you can continually do to the boss. So let's actually go in here to the mission being done. So good man, he has a mainly blue team. They're not completely blue, but even still, for the most part, it's a mainly blue team. We're gonna go in, and you'll see right here he's on level 1. But one thing that I do want you to notice is that as you, let's go specifically to a part where he's about to kill the boss. Right there, probably. So whenever you do damage to the boss, if the boss dies, then the damage just carries over to the next health bar. So let's just look at this. So you can see the boss just died right there, and then literally it went into his next health bar right there, and he already took damage. So that's the good thing kind of about this game mode, is like you could do something crazy like drop an ultimate, drop a domain or whatever, and you could possibly eat through 2-3 health bars. Who knows how much damage you'll do, right? But not to mention, there are specific levels where the damage does not carry over. So that's where you mainly want to be careful. So let's look at this, right? From 2 to 3, the damage carries over. I believe from levels 3 to 4, the damage does not carry over. From phase 3 to 4, the boss is not going to take excess damage. So you do not want to waste a crazy damaging ultimate on the 3rd phase if you have the boss's health like this much. You just want to do whatever basic skills you can to get the boss dead, and then wait for this phase to start, and then let off all your crazy ultimates and everything. Damage carries over into the next health bar if you do enough, and at certain phases of the fight, the damage is not going to carry over. You can tell which phase the damage isn't carrying over because you notice specifically when the boss died, right here, it says phase 2, literally on it right there. So when the phase change is coming, that's when the boss isn't going to get extra damage from the next level. But I am essentially working on mono teams for this, because I believe that mono teams, and let's go look at a character skill tree while we're also talking. I believe that mono teams are going to be probably really crucial now. And I feel like mono teams have never been crucial. You can kind of just run whatever you want to. As long as the unit's good, the unit is good. But now, I feel like typing does somewhat matter. So I am going to play into it, and I'm going to try to build mono teams and see how those teams perform against this event. I think they'll do me well, though. I think that by using the correct color, I won't need to worry too much about a healer to make sure that my characters aren't dying. But you can see this right here. This automatically looks very different from the UG skill tree. This one right here, I believe, is a passive passive, if it has a picture of a skill in it and it has like those, you can't really see it that well, but there's kind of like brackets on the outside of it. If it has like those kind of like brackets, then that is a skill buff. That's going to buff a specific skill. It says SP on it literally. So SP skill or special skill, whatever, that one's getting buffed. You see the picture of Panda. This right here is probably a buff on one of his other skills. So this one's also going to get buffed right here. You can see whatever level you beat, if you have enough to fill out the coordinates for it, you can see right here that they start to glow up, and they let you, as an indicator that you can fill them out. But this is how Panda's skill tree looks. But you can see right here, one of the characters that they specified, everything is available right here. But it shows you right here how many of the little items you need, and these are what the items look like. Those were on the picture of the event, actually. These little cubes right here. But then this little elixir kind of like bottle, I don't think that was on the picture itself. To respec, it cost you 300 cubes. Okay, that's not that bad. A single to respec is not bad. Yeah, that's kind of it for the hidden potential system and the game mode, and it's called cursed spirit sweep. That's kind of like my breakdown, cursed sweeping battle. That's kind of my input on how that game mode is looking to work, and that is how it works actually, you know. It's literally just a damage rush. You're literally just bursting the enemy down with damage, until you get to certain phases where you want to be a little more smart about it, and then you just burst more damage down. So guys, that is it for the video. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I hope this kind of gave you an idea, you know, like, okay, what mono characters do I want to start looking towards and working on? And honestly, if you have some of these characters already, it may not be a bad idea to start working on these characters now, because if you think about it, if you have them and they're already like duped out, because these are old, a lot of these are old characters. If you have them, they're already duped out or something like that, go ahead and work on them, because as you're working on them, you're going to be doing the event, and you're literally going to be able to do the hidden potential system on them, and they're going to make them even stronger, and they're going to be even more effective in the event. Like I said, the only two characters that I'm using from this on actual teams are the yellow Nobara and the green Yuji. And literally, yellow Nobara is backline. But that is going to be it for the video. I hope that you guys did enjoy, man. Leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and let me know how you're feeling about it. But yeah, peace out.